Hello my loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel if you're new. I'm Scarlet Siren, you can call me Scarlet. I hope you guys are doing well this beautiful Sunday afternoon. I hope that everything that you have been working towards is going your way, and I hope that you guys are going to have a great week coming up. This reaction is a long awaited viewer request. Please forgive me, I am so sorry that it's taken me this long to get to this. As you all are well aware, I've had a lot going on recently. However, that is not an excuse. I'm so sorry. I have no excuse. I should have gotten to this months ago. I am so sorry. Anyway, this is a viewer request, and yeah, I've heard one song by this band that was another viewer request by the same person actually. And I believe it is off of their first album called Haunted. Now, we reacted to the title track, Haunted, way back when. I don't even remember when. It's been a while. Again, I'm sorry. It's been a while. So we are going to get into this. Apparently, this is also, like, there's history behind this song, and I'm not 100% sure what it is. I believe it has something to do with a book. And so, like, I think it was a book. The song was written about the book and then used in a movie adaptation, which was, I believe, directed by the lead singer of this band's brother. I think his name is Mark. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think his name's Mark. Anyway, the band is called Poe. The song is 5.5 Minute Hallway. I'm kind of disappointed that the song is not 5.5 minutes. Like, I feel like they should have done that. But hey, you know, more power to them if they didn't want to. So it looks like, yes, the book is called House of Leaves, I believe. And yeah, I've not read it. I don't know what it's about, but depending on, I'm going to look it up after this video. Depending on the premise of the book, I might decide to read it. Who knows? I also apologize if you hear anything really weird coming from my downstairs. My television is on downstairs to keep my dog entertained while I am up here recording. He's watching The Conjuring, so I mean, he's living his best life while I'm up here. Anyway, here we go. This is, again, Poe, 5.5 Minute Hallway. I liked what I heard the first track that I heard from them, so I'm hopeful that the second one will be just as good. So let's just get into this. I do not have my giant headphones today. I do have my earbud in, though. The reason I had to use my other headphones the last video was because my wireless ones were not charged. But I got them charged. They should be good to go. If not, I can always run and grab the other ones if something weird should happen. But let's, oh my god, sorry, my eye's itching. So let's just get into this. And here we go. Okay, it did not play. I guess I hit the wrong button. I'm good at that. And I'm looking right at my screen this time, so there's no excuse like there usually is. I guess I didn't hit the mouse pad with enough force. So, here we go.
I live at the end of a 5.5 minute hallway, but as far as I can see, you are still miles from me in your doorway.
This is more kind of folksy. Ooh, that violin.
And oh, by the way, when the landlord came today, he measured everything. I knew he'd get it wrong, but I just played along, 'cause I was hoping I would fix it all.
fast track
There's
here.
more to this story than I've been letting on. There are words made of letters, unwritten, and yes, I forgive you for leading me on. You can think of it like this.
Alright, I haven't said
can't
anything in a while because I just had
I'm
an
in,
idea.
you'll always standing on a cliff.
Not a very good reaction if I
Just
don't
when
say
I
anything, is it?
think I find the trick,
I'm also really transfixed by this album cover. Like, I keep staring at it. It's so interesting.
'cause there's only so far I can go.
Yeah, this reminds me of Fleetwood Mac for some reason, which is never a bad thing. Never.
That keeps growing.
I think it's the instrumentation
To
that reminds me of.
myself, 30 seconds out, I'll be
You can tell I'm American, so that's okay. I think my neighbor. I love the orchestra. I think I have different expectations for this. And I think it's kind of skewing my reaction a little bit. I do really like it. I just was expecting like something a little like creepier. And this wasn't really creepy. I mean, it's good. I think my expectations kind of led me. Oh, hold on.
Never listen to me.
We cannot really experiment with love as freely as we think. It is really a much more complicated.
Why did it get creepy in the last like 10 seconds? Why couldn't it have been creepy like that all the way through? Okay, that was interesting. Okay, let's talk about it. Like I said, I think my expectations kind of skewed me a little bit on this one. I was expecting it to be more in the same vein of Haunted. But it was still really, really good. I love that lead singer's voice. I think her name is Amelia? I think it's Amanda. But I could be wrong. Again, I probably am. I'm probably butchering every so-called fact that I know about this band. Other than the fact that I do know they have 2 albums. That's the only thing I know with any kind of certainty. But anyway, this was really, really good. It was just different than what I was expecting. I was expecting something like kind of maybe almost like Ethel Cain-ish, not quite as dark. Or maybe something along the lines of like some of the more out there like Kate Bush tracks. Which some of hers get really out there, you guys. But this was really, really good. It just, I'm gonna have to give this one a little bit, to be honest. I'm gonna have to sit with this one and kind of, now that I know what it sounds like going in, I'll have to sit and listen to it and kind of give myself more time to really appreciate it, because it is a very good song. And I feel like I just was not in the right headspace to appreciate it the way that it needs to be appreciated. So I'm definitely going to re-listen to this. And yeah, this is going to be one of those that I have to sit with it for a while to kind of really, I mean, it is, to be fair, it's already stuck in my head. I've already got the first like opening line on a loop in my head. So that's a good sign, usually. If something gets stuck in my head, that's usually a good sign. Now, occasionally it's bad. Occasionally you get those weird songs that, you know, they're just stuck in your head no matter what you do. But this one is stuck in my head for good reason, and I think that I am going to really, really enjoy this once I give it a little bit more time. So, thank you, Kevin. I am so very sorry that it took so long. I know that you've been waiting for this one, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this might be your favorite band because you've suggested them a lot. or at least up there. So I get it. You know, you're waiting for something and waiting for something, and it just never seems like I'm going to get to it. I'm so sorry. I promise you I will. I will get to it. Might take me a little longer than what I would like, which is why I try not to give time frames on things, because I know that, number one, if I give a time frame and I don't meet it, I'm going to feel terrible. And number two, if I feel like I'm doing it just because of the time frame, I'm going to rush it. And I don't want to do that to you guys. I don't ever want to do anything where I feel like I'm doing it out of obligation and not because I want to. I don't want to have that kind of relationship with you guys. But as you can see, I do eventually get to things. I do sometimes get swayed by my own hyperfixations and things that I'm like, you know what, I'm going to do my thing first and then come back to that. But I will always get to things. I will. Just please be patient. I will get to them, as evidenced by this video. I did eventually get to it. Took me a while. Took me a really long while. But I did get to it. And hey, look at this. I'm not wearing a black shirt. What do you know? This is the first video in a long time. I just realized this is the first video in a long time that I have not had on a black shirt. I swear, I do own shirts of other color. I just like black. This one kind of blends in with my hair a little bit. Not sure how I feel about it. Kind of makes me look like a pumpkin. Halloween idea. Pumpkin. Done. There we go. Halloween costume for 2024. Covered. I'm kidding. I'm not going to be a pumpkin. I don't know what I'm going to be for Halloween. See, this is how my brain works. My brain is just... I don't have ADHD, but sometimes it feels like I do. I think that's the bipolar. That's the... Because, full disclosure, I am currently in the middle of a mixed episode, which means I have periods of both very, very high, very, very low, all at the same time. And sometimes from hour to hour. So I've been working very diligently with my therapist and my doctors to find medication that I can use to keep up with this. And it's been very difficult. So when I am like that, if I'm in the middle of the manic part of a mixed episode, my brain just goes in a million different directions. And that's kind of what you've seen here. It kind of happens like that. I also talk a lot faster than usual, and as you can tell right now, as I'm realizing it, it's coming out of my mouth. That's exactly what's happening right now. So I think it's for the best if I cut this video short, cut it off here, because I think I need to go try to not be like this. I need to go drink some tea and cuddle with Hades and watch The Conjuring with him, because it's that time of the year. I watch The Conjuring and The Conjuring 2 every year at this time, and I might add The Conjuring 3 into that rotation. It's not my favorite of the 3 Conjuring films, but that would be number 2, ironically. Usually the sequel is not as good, but for me, the second one is worth it just for Vera Farmiga's screaming ability. I love her. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna watch The Conjuring and The Conjuring 2 with Hades. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend. And as always, be kind to yourselves. Be kind to one another. I'll see you in the next one. And hopefully it won't be as crazy as this one. I love you guys. Bye.